Hello guys, here we are again. We are getting ready to start working with our die cut dupes. We're going to try and do watercolor and some different things here. I got out my Dollar Tree cheapo smushing board, and I got some of my distress oxides. I've got watercolors here to the right that you can't see. I have my glue, I have my double-sided tape, and I have made several die cuts. Now these were a Temu find, and I got to figure out which side is up. These were really cute. These are for nail art, and that's what I was telling you. You know, you can, if you can't, you know, use this, use anything that you have on hand. Stickles, I'm going to do some embossing, and I will show you those later on. You got this sort of a thing going on here, and these are just little flowers, little tiny flowers, and we're going to use those for maybe this part of the butterfly, maybe on the wings. Don't know yet. But we're going to make our own stickers like the Dollar Tree has. And then if you want to use foam tape, that's fine. What I would suggest is if you're going to do that, you use, say like for this guy's pretty thin, see? So you use just a little hole punch. Get a piece of paper that we've already, just get a hole punch, right? I know I pulled that out. And hole punch. And then we'll smush this. I'll show you why. We'll smush this to match the butterfly or to match the dragonfly. And that's where you'll put your foam tape, is on the back of there like that. So it does have its drawbacks if you have something this intricate. Now me, I'm not going to make this one. I'm going to add straight to my work, right? So let's say you have this nice locking key. You got a hole there. You're going to want to cover that up. I'm going to make something specific with these as well. These are just extras, but your butterflies, put your piece behind here. You're going to dye it the same or paint it the same, and then you'll put your faux tape right there, or your foam tape, not faux, foam. All right, let's get started. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, these I'm going to heat emboss. I'll show you those later. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with a Victorian velvet. Let's see, should I go darkest to the lightest? Yeah, I think we'll go darkest to the lightest. Let's go with picked raspberry. I don't want a lot there because we're not doing a lot. All right, and then I did bring in my tweezers. I thought I brought in my tweezers. I grabbed them. I was certain to put them over here with my paint brushes, but now I'm not seeing them. Well, this is not a good thing. I guess I can use this just so I don't get my hands all yucky, right? Oh well. I'll just have to wash them really good. And I had 2 bottles of water because our Oxide inks are activated by moisture. So no matter what you're using, you're going to get this mess. Okay, so we're just going to dot. We'll set that aside to dry. If it runs, I don't care. And then we'll do some more dot, just like that. And I have many of these. You could do them in blue, you could do them in yellow. It's whatever you want or like, is my advice. Go whichever way you'd like. So we're going to let these dry. Okay. That's not so bad so far. And then because I'm going to do this again later, I don't know yet what it's going to be easier to do. Am I going to be better to do it on pre-dyed watercolor paper, or am I better off to create as I go? That's what I don't know. Maybe both. Look at this. I mean, this is pretty cool. So get those drying. Get those drying. It's a crafty day, right? Look at that. Already. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So what's the difference between your stickers or your stickers and Dollar Trees? The gorgeousness of them. And you can do this also with watercolor. You can. All right, so next up, I think I'm going to go with, that's 3 butterflies. Do I need any more than that? Well, I do. I have one more. So why not? I should have remembered. Let's just do this. We'll give this one Autumn Maple Crimson. Just go all out here. Go on this side. We'll blot that all up. I should have brought in some whatchamacallums, some baby wipes, but I didn't think about it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 yes, indeed. I'm thinking, I don't think we went wrong on that one. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. So we'll do some different stuff. It doesn't all have to be the same old, right? Okay, let's get that predominantly wiped up. Let's go with our next color, which is going to be, I think, this crackling campfire. Why not? I mean, how bad could it be, right? Let's smush that around. You could also use a paintbrush if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Okay. We're just going to go like this. And you can do different colors on each side so that you can decide which ones you like best, right? Like I said, the choice is all yours. Oh, I'm actually liking this. Let's just get in there and pick up some of that orange crackling campfire. Get it on this, what do we call this? Crimson, autumn crimson something. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. We have some beautiful butterflies, unlike any you've ever seen, right? Because each one is one of a kind. All right, let's get this all picked up. Okay, so now we'll use, let's see, we got Victorian Velvet, we got picked raspberry, which is the first one I used. So I think what I want to do is maybe use, let's go with some prize ribbon. Let's get some blue in there. Why not, right? You're welcome. Let's get some prize ribbon in there. Yeah, hold on. Okay, prize ribbon. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go. Let's see. Here's our prize ribbon. So we're getting things that look like this, kind of like of a tie-dye. And if you're not wild about it, stop. Use something else, like we can come in with this dragonfly, because I wasn't wild about that blue. And come in with the dragonfly, and we'll do blues and greens on him. Like so. And we will set him aside to dry. And then what else could we use? We might do, this is a mason jar for a project I got, a different project. We're just doing all kinds of stuff. Just like so. Okay, so when I come, let's do the ribbon, matching ribbon. Why not? We'll get all of that blue. And then I'm going to go ahead and go get some baby wipes. And I'll be right back, guys. I'll see you here in just a couple of seconds, right? Stay tuned. All right, we're back. And these are dry enough to glue. Now, I don't know if you remember Monday's showcase of the stickers. And where did I put them? I moved them since then. But I'll put a link to yesterday's video in the description. I think I found them anyhow. Let's see. Let's see. I think I found them. Okay, I did find them. I did find them. Be patient with me, guys. We're on a mission. All right, I did find them. So see, these were the blues. And we haven't put our decorations on, but I mean, I know they're larger, but look at the difference between theirs and ours. I think I would rather have something amazing like this, and we'll do some blues. I really just feel like, and I have some smaller, some tiny, tiny, tiny little butterflies somewhere. I just don't remember where I put them right offhand, right? They are here, and I will pull them out of hiding here soon. Soon. Just be patient with me. In fact, I did a video on those not too long ago, and if I can find them, I'll link it, right? I can't remember now what I said. Die cuts and something. All right, so whoa, don't spill your beads there, Miss Rhonda. Okay, so that was our butterflies, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the others. But let's find us some pretty things to put on here. So, God, those are gorgeous. Wow, there is some, like I said, I bought these from Temu. They're nail art. Wow, the butterflies. Look at baby butterflies, but it's got some, well, I guess it's a flower on top. It's supposed to be a flower on top. I don't know if I want a butterfly on here or not, but I am going to put the little roses. So we're going to put our dollop of glue right here in the middle. Just like so. And then we'll use my tweezers I found, and we'll go in. Let's go in with kind of a mixed colored one, right? Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. And we'll leave that to dry. And I'll get you a little closer to show you how this looks. See? I just think that's really cute. I might want to slide it down a smidge. Let's bring it down just a little bit, so we can get a picture or a view of the butterfly's face and body. I like this. Okay, that I can do. I like. We could do some other stuff. You could do some gold flaking on it. You could do some glitter if you wanted. I'm not a fan of glitter, but I really want to see how this might look if I was. So we could just do a little glitter, you know, just a little. Ooh, actually, I'm thinking I might become a fan after all. Look at this. Okay, so this is acrylic paint. glitterific, folk art glitterific. And I'm just putting it on my finger and dabbing it on. All right, that one's done. Now I slowed down, explain my steps, but can you imagine if you wanted to mass produce these? Look, that is cute. Cute. And then I have the metallic paint, puff, kind of like a puff paint, but not really a puff paint, that we could give a little dimension. So we're going to put a black dot there, and that will settle down, I promise, and then we'll fill in the back side, and that will dry. It will actually flatten as it dries. But can you imagine? Look at that. How far do we want to go with this? I got ideas, guys. You are going to want to stick around. All right, so there's that one. I'm going to lay that over here to dry. All right, next up, we've got this one. So I want to find a butterfly stamp that somewhat fits that shape. I'm thinking it's going to be perhaps that one. Yeah, I like this one. So let me get my acrylic block here I had earlier. Hope I didn't lose it. Hope I didn't lose it. I think this is going to be a great idea, guys. I really do. Okay, here we go. Now, do we want black? I think we're going to try black first, and if we don't like it, we can move on. Because no matter what, we're going to be okay. I just got to find my black ink pad. Never a dull moment, guys. Never. Let's go with scorched timber. We'll go with the scorched timber. It's not quite black, but it is dark. Come on, scorched timber. Get me inked up there, buddy. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to try to get that inside as best we can. We're just going to give it that butterfly look, right? Look, guys. Now, if you ask me, that looks pretty good. Yep, I like it. Then, let's give it, what do we give this one? Let's do what? If I can find my stickles, any one, we'll do stickles. And that's all tacky glue and resin. Wait. I know I have it. I just don't know ever where I put it. I think what I do is I bag it all up and get it ready to go with me. And then I forget to unbag it. I'm pretty sure. Well, you know what? We'll go with something else. Miss Jenny over at Craft Creations for Fun gave me all of this gorgeous shaker material. And I feel like there's cute stuff in here too. I like, yeah, there's some adorable things in here. Let me just cover this up. Shake some out. No, I don't want it all. I just want a few pieces. Okay, where'd my tweezers go? Look. That's a little pink apple. Oh, I love it. Piece of watermelon. Let's go with the apple. And then, because we can slide that green up for the top of his head, I'm not sure what this is, but it's cute. I don't know what it is, but it's adorable. And it'll go there. And then for his spots, I feel like we should do maybe some of these. Nope, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that blank because we put the stamp there. We'll leave that blank because we put the stamp there. But we will put this for the head for sure. And then we'll put these little guys for the tips. Maybe? Nope, I just like the stamp. But I will remember these. These are so cute. They're very flexible too. She gave me these for the Galentine's. I thought they were so cool. Oh, there's some really cute ones in there too. Look at this one with the sparklies. Let me see if I can get my hands on that one that's sparkly. I have gold flakes too, but I don't know if I want to put gold flakes yet. Where'd our sparkly go? There's our sparkly. I see him. I see him. Come on. He went bye-bye. Oh no. He went right there. He's right there. See him? That's the one I'm trying to reach. Will I get him? Won't I? Come on. Let's. Oh, there he is. There he is. Scooch over. Scooch over. Am I going to make it? I keep getting other stuff. Look, 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 look. I had it and I lost it. Come on. I hear you guys rooting for me. I do. Now, where'd he go? That one was the ultimate, right? He's in there somewhere. He is in there somewhere in that little mix. Oh my goodness. I know I had him. Watch, let me flip it over and see if we can find another one like it. Huh. Well, you guys, I guess it's not the day for that one, right? Is that it? Nope. I guess it wasn't the day for that one. She has the coolest stuff, Jenny. Oh well. Someday we'll find it, but I really like this one because it has the apple for the head. Okay, let's get a little dab of glue. I have ideas, guys, that you cannot imagine, okay? So stay tuned and stick around because it only gets more fun from here, right? Only gets more fun. Okay, let me do it this way. You know what? These are made like of thin slices of polymer clay, for which I am no good at using anymore. I used to play with polymer clay a bit, but alright, see his little apple head? Okay, so there's another idea. And then put him up here to dry. And then what else could we do? I'm just trying to help give you guys ideas. You could just leave them plain. You could doodle on them if you're, you know, artistic, and I'm not. You could, if you had tiny, tiny, tiny buttons, you could put buttons on them. And then we have our flat back pearls, which is, I had a loosey-goosey one here earlier. I don't know where it went, but we're going to do a tiny one for the head. Hopefully that flipped upside down. There it is. Yes, it did. It flipped upside down, which is what I want, guys. Which is what I wanted. Okay. This is going to be off camera, but it's lying upside down. And what I want to do is capture it by sticking this little butterfly head on it, and then I'll show you what I did. See? I just put that on there. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. If if I can find it. If I can find it. Right there. Look at that. See? And then you could put a larger one in the middle. And I had gotten out some other stickers, some other bling bling here earlier. And then I'm going to leave you with that. And then I'm going to remind you guys that if you create something like this, I would love it if you shared pictures with me on my community tab. Okay? So I'm not quite done. I had some other stickers here earlier. Really cool stickers too. They were the artistic gems. They were little diamonds and whatnots, right? They were cute, but I don't know what I did with them. Did I put them up here? Watch me cause a craftalanche, because that's what I do. Maybe I put them over here. Well, I had them, guys. They were just, you know, like diamonds and circles and different shapes. Well, if I find them, we'll use them in our next video, okay? So next up, we're going to figure out, oh, I could do, we don't have to just do, we could do a little pink or a green one here. I think I want to go with the tiny green one. Look at these. Does it get any smaller than that? So we go with the pink, little green one. Come on, little green guy. They kind of lose their shape when they get that small. Let's go with the larger one. Let's go with the little bit bigger one. Here we go, like that. Just like that. There. Now I don't feel so, I should have put, you know what I should have done was put a ribbon. See how you can just get all caught up in this? So next one, or I take that one off and do a ribbon under it. Oh, guys. The fun you can have, and I know I have little green ribbon here. Yes, I do. Look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you, this was the way to go. Let's take this off. Let's get my skizzers. Do you guys all have skizzers? I have skizzers. I don't have skizzer skills, but I have skizzers. Yeah, I think that the green ribbon is going to be the way to go here. You could use pink ribbon, you could use yellow ribbon. My goodness, you could use any color ribbon really. Let's go. I don't want it too long. Okay, let's fold this. Let's fold this. We'll redot. And we'll use our pokey tool here to kind of give it some shape. Look at that. I think this was a good idea myself. Then we'll redo our rose. Oh my goodness, I think this is a great idea. Whoops. You see what happened there was I didn't get enough glue. But in my world, that's not a problem. Oh my goodness, with those. And then what I should have done, and I will on the next one, and you can too, is take some of your black waxed thread or run some glue across some black thread or embroidery floss. Come on, you need to stay down. Why are you being difficult here? You're going to go over there, and you're going to go right there, and then this guy will go right here. It just doesn't want to behave. Story of my life. Okay, there we go. Look, you can do this on your own. I love it. I'm gonna clamp it. Is what I'm gonna do. If it doesn't want to behave. There we go. There we go. Oh, isn't that cute? Guys, tell me what you're thinking though. the description, or in the comments, I mean. Yeah, I'm going to have to clamp it, but check this out. Yep, I love it. All right, so I'm going to put that one to dry since he's finally behaving. And then we're going to move on. We're going to move into Thursday's video, and I hope that you'll stick around. I am going to, and then I'll do these off camera, right? Oh, we didn't do our little dragonfly, did we? See, he could have been with a bead for his face. A little bit bigger bead for his face or his head. See? Kind of hard to see, but give him a bead for his head. And then you could do all kinds of things. If I could find my mint green stickles, I would have done that. But it seems to me as though I have lost them once again. We have black. I don't know how good these will stick unless we put them on upside down. Let's find out. Just do this. There we go. Let me see if I can, I doubt very seriously I can get the, see how cool this is. All right, let me put that one back and pick this guy up for you. See? And then I would just glue him to whatever it is I'm doing. All right, folks, I appreciate you coming along. I hope you'll stick around for more fun, more entertainment, and like, share, and subscribe. Oh, we just have one more. I'm going to go ahead and he's got a little bit of the blue, so I think I'll give him, let's give her, oh look, these are two-toned blue and pink. How fortunate is that? See? All right, so with all that being said, guys, thank you for coming along, and I hope you'll stay tuned for Thursday's fun, and I have some more interesting stuff coming up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, as I said, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.